What it do, what it do. We back again. Joey Diaz, best moments part 2.
What's the deal with airplane peanuts?
So I had the scam at Sears. The door was right by the music department. Was right by the door. I would park right there and just walk in. And every day I would take the Bruce Springsteen 4-package collection. It was like the hit of this. It was $99, like $89 for a Bruce Springsteen box. He's on the cover with a guitar in his hand. How do I remember? Because Bruce Springsteen put a lot of money in my pocket that year. There were displays of Bruce Springsteen, 5 at a time, and I would pick them up and walk out there. And I would go right to the hill, get my $200, and then I would go eat like a fucking sandwich or something. It was destruction. But then I was out on bail on the kidnapping case. And I was running out of money. And I go, you know what? I'm going to go back up to the CD store. So I started robbing them every other day. This went on for about a week or two.
Not many people can just say that sentence. I started robbing them.
Oh, yeah, I would go to the CD store every other day. I didn't want to be a fucking pig.
No,
Regulate
yourself.
I had to go like every 2 or 3 days.
Monday, Wednesday,
Then there was a
Friday.
student center. I was tormenting them because they would buy books secondhand, and I would just pick up a stack of books. I wouldn't even walk in the front door. I just bring them up, and I go, "My mother got me these, but I already got them. She wasn't thinking." And they go, "Do you want cash or check?" You know what? I don't need the cash, but I'll take it. And they would give me back the money for the books.
What's it like to not have a conscience?
It's tremendous.
That's the greatest life. Your life is incredible until you get
it's the
caught.
greatest life.
But then you have the stories.
What is it that you want me to do to change that? Like, that's why it pisses me off that people go after governors for putting blackface on, or the chief fucking judge because he covered some chick's mouth in 1982. You got nowhere to go. So if he would have came out and said, "Yeah, 1982, I choked the girl at the party," he would have had to deal with that.
I don't know if it works in politics the same way.
Yes, it does.
It does.
Because it works in life that way. If you don't say it, if I get it out first, you got nowhere to go.
That helps. That can help.
You got nowhere to go. 8 Mile. When he goes, what are you gonna do when he goose on you about the girl? He goes, if you put it out there first, he's got nowhere to go.
Right. Yeah, because it
nowhere to go.
diffuses the
Yeah.
situation.
Diffuses
Trump
the
does that a
situation.
lot. You watch Trump
Yeah,
and be like,
it
I
shut
did
it
this,
down.
and
You
and
bring it
he'll
up
put a
first,
little
like,
spin on
I
it to
did
make
this,
it
I
my,
did that.
his way. It happened. There was a lot. It was not my problem. And then people are like, yeah, he did it. So what? It doesn't-
It's not who I am today.
So
But
what?
thinking back at who that person was that would be out on bail for kidnapping and would go every other day to either the student center. Like one day I went to the student center and had a watch rack with watches, Timex, whatever the fuck. I picked up the whole thing and put it on my shoulder like a body in Vietnam, and I just walked out. If you're going to let
Just
me
walked
rob,
out.
and you're not going to pay attention to me, I got to rob you in those days. I was that nuts and bold.
yeah, that's
It's
crazy.
like-
and
but
then
you're getting
fuck
away
that.
with it. So why would you stop?
Getting away, I would
How
control
would you
myself.
stop?
Yeah,
That-
sounds like it. That's not controlling
That's
yourself.
one
What do
thing.
you think controlling yourself is?
Dog, I would rob 24/7. I remember when double espresso machines came out in '95. I was a struggling comic.
I don't even hold on. let me digest this. Because you're going into stories about stealing 24/7, and then I remember when double espressos came
Yeah,
out.
because I had control before I got arrested. You get to prison, I had no control. Like that's when I got caught. So I'm out on bail for the kidnapping. I get caught with like 85 fucking CDs, and they chase me. Like a little black guy in a golf cart and a little white skinny guy. Like, come back. And I'm running, throwing CDs back at this shit, trying to throw them off.
Like
the
you're a
seat.
superhero?
Oh my God. And they got me. The cops finally got me. And I gave them a fake name. They arrested me, and I processed. Now, I had just been in there for a month waiting to get bail. Every cop knew Joey. I went in there as Jimmy, and they're fingerprinting me. And I'm like, how you doing? They're like, Joey, how you? And I'm looking at the fingerprint card. It's like Jimmy, whatever. And I'm like, these guys, if you're going to be that stupid. And then I went back to court
Yeah,
as
come
that
on.
guy.
Come on. I swear, I always thought about that. Like being a criminal back in the 70s and the 80s, it must have been so easy. Technology wasn't as advanced as it is now. People just didn't give a fuck, really. The laws was a lot more lax with a lot of things. Like, there's a lot of stuff you can't do now that you could get away with back in the days, and nobody would care. Right in front of the police, they wouldn't care. But now,
God, I was younger, and I did coke. Oh, there was dick for fucking 4 hours.
Yeah.
You just were giving out dick. They're looking at you like, when is this going to stop? And then when you do come, it's one of those long lows.
just dishing out
You
dick.
ever have those lows? I used to be on probation. And there was a dude that was like a G.I. Joe dude that failed the police test. But his assistant was a good-looking woman. Like, she was kind of cute. If I was 30, she was like 38. Nobody talked to her in Boulder because she had like a wooden leg. Like, her leg was kind of like she had like that little limp. But you could tell the bitch had game. Like, she could suck a cock. I would look at her.
I got a story about that. I got a story about that too. We gonna get to that later on down the line. I'm gonna tell that story.
But nobody talks to her because of the fucking wooden leg. Or whatever the fuck she's got. She got shot in Vietnam. I didn't know what happened. I figured out how to fuck with the piss test. But with me, they had mirrors around me. They couldn't figure out what I was doing. So they sent her in. So before I would go in, I'd fucking do a half a jerk in the car and get my dick nice and big.
Yeah.
And then I'd sprinkle it the fucking
Pool cleaner?
the pool cleaner or the
Pool
fucking.
doesn't sting your dick, the pool
It did.
cleaner?
I got scars. I got little holes
Yeah.
in my dick and Drano.
I got scars.
Yeah.
I would grind it up. I would fucking put it under my dick and then pull the skin back and it would fall into the piss test and zap it. But before I would piss, I would take the hammer out and show it to her. Like, what do you think? What do you think? There's something nice. And she would look at it and look around the room. And not like I knew I was going to end up sleeping with her or swapping spit with her because I flirt with her. Nobody talked to the woman because she had a fucked up leg. So I'm off probation.
Yeah, that's how it be. Any girl with like a, I hate to say it, with a, I would let's just say deformity, like things like that, you could easily, because most dudes is like, I'm good, and everybody acting, even if she look good, like some of them, you know what I'm saying? But you know, she not getting no action, so anybody that's giving us some action, she's gonna be like,
I'm
ugh.
slinging coke at the same time at the Chinese restaurant. So I would have you call the Chinese restaurant and say, I talked to Joey, yeah, what's up? Oh, you want egg drop soup, whatever. The cocaine would be hidden under the egg drop soup, so that if I got in trouble, the Chinese people got in trouble. I didn't put it in the bag. This was when I was out already, out of prison. One night,
Joey's a savage.
it's her. She goes, oh my God, it's so great to see you. How have you been? And I go, it's great to see you. Man, I gave her a hug. And I put the Chinese down. And she goes, what are you doing with your life? I'm getting divorced. But I got this stand-up comedy, and I'm trying to deliver food to make a living. And she's like, oh, that's so sweet. You and her broke up. Oh, you must need a hug. And as I started hugging her, we started swapping spit. And I touched a little monkey.
Oh, just like that.
Nobody had even touched a monkey in like 10 years.
Like you know when nobody even play with that monkey. You know when that monkey been in the cage, just trapped, just the monkey back there just fighting, just going crazy to get out. You know, you just touch the monkey monkey get to shake it. You know what I'm saying? The monkey like
Steam started and I started fingering
steam
that motherfucker like a
coming
sack.
off the
I put it down
monkey.
slowly. And I pop her pants. I take a touch. She got one big fucking tit. I'm sucking a bitch. Fucking.
She got all type of deformities. Oh, she got a fucked up leg, one big tit. Oh man, fucking no. You know the pussy gonna be right. I hate to say it, but you know it is, cause it ain't getting no love. It been in the cage. That monkey been trapped.
I'm making out with her. I'm fingering at the same time. So while I'm fingering her, I take her pants down, but I go, I don't want to see what the other leg is. So I took the leg off of the good leg, and I left the fucking bad leg covered because I don't want to know.
Oh,
She's got like a pole.
I don't even want to know.
Fucked up feet.
I don't even want to.
So I picked up a fucking leg and I started eating her pussy. The clit fucking was heat.
Oh, Joey's a savage. Joey's a savage. You know that girl, that lady with that fucked up leg was like, oh my God. Because she's not getting, like I said, the monkey been trapped behind a cage, trapped. You let that monkey, man, please.
Like a piece of bubble gum. I look up at her and she's like this, Christine, like, with her mouth open. I go, now's the time to put the helmet in that fucking mouth. So I switched up. I started two-finger Louie her, and I went around her, and I put that fucking hammer in her mouth.
Two-finger Louis in her mouth. Yeah, she know what it is. Bro, ain't nobody touching that monkey. So she know she's down for whatever. That's how, come on, you delivered Chinese food, you start making out with you see her Diaz, y'all start fucking, because she ain't getting none.
And at that at that time. I was trying to fucking lift weights and shit, so I wasn't jerking off. Because somebody told me not to jerk off, that your protein. I was retarded.
Yeah.
Dog. You know, I'm retarded.
Yeah.
And when I came in the mouth, it was one of those loads, Christine, that don't stop. You ever have one of those things?
I know.
And
Don't stop.
you're sucking it with your eyes closed, and then after a minute you open it up because you're like, when is this gonna stop? And I could look at her swallow, and it was endless. It was fucking endless. It was just a load of death.
I already. Every man knows what he's talking about. When you ain't like been beating your meat for a while, or you ain't been fucking, even if you got a girl, if you ain't fucking a few days, or she, they're on their period, whatever, you ain't getting none in a while, and she on her period, you ain't been shooting up nothing. When you do, lay some
It was like a
pounds
month
out.
and a half of not coming. There was Valium in there and
Yeah,
Xanax.
lay.
It's been nice
Okay.
seeing you,
What?
Joey. Thanks for stopping by.
She looked at me. She started getting a little dizzy.
Oh, my God.
I was selling Valium at the time. I was taking like 100 milligrams of Valium a night. When I shot that mouth, put her in a trance. She was glassy-eyed. She gave me a $3 tip, and I left. And I never saw her again. She must have ate that Chinese food and slept for a week.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
You got any dates coming up you want to plug?
You can still
You got a Twitter
feel,
handle?
You
You
can
wanna
still
plug
feel
that?
that right?
oh, it was like a
Coming.
3-minute nut.
But wait a minute, you didn't even bang her? You
No.
didn't put it in her vagine?
No.
No,
Well, that's-
You done
The
fucked
one
up?
in the pussy was
I thought he would have fucked that. That's weird.
tremendous.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I licked her ass.
Sorry, I blacked out at some point. I didn't
No,
listen
sure.
closely.
Once I
Yeah.
shove my tongue in your ass, you
Yeah.
black out. It's like you're
He
14
black out. That's yeah.
and your uncle's molesting you. You know what I'm
Yo, Joey's a fucking nut job. He's a nutcase. He said, "What's up with my tongue in your ass?" He said, "You black out. It's like when you're 14 again and your uncle was molesting you." Like what? What the fuck?
You just black out and let happen what's gonna happen anyway. There was a kid in North Berkeley.
Oh, God.
He had a name. He was one of those kids that he got stuck with his mother's pussy. So they had to use one of those forks to take his head out.
The tongs! The tongs!
The
The jaws of
And
life!
his head
They
was,
got the jaws of life on.
what was his name? Vinny Warhead. They used to call him his name.
Vinny Warhead. Vinny Warhead.
So they called him Vinny Warhead on the street. He was a little bit of a tart, but he was okay. He had a little drool to him and shit. So he wanted to be a fireman. That was
Yeah,
his
he got
dream.
stuck in the
I
pussy.
I
Oh.
want to be a fireman. I want to be a fireman. So they wouldn't make him a fireman, so they made him a volunteer fireman. But they gave him like a shield just to like appease him and shit.
They gave him
Like,
that.
no, the hat wouldn't fit.
The helmet fit?
That was the problem. They had to give him like a Halloween hat. Like a witch's hat. So it could, if he got hit in the head with a brick, it would hurt him. So he sued the town of North Bergen because they wouldn't make him. He got his fucking diploma, but he sued the town of North Bergen because they wouldn't make him a fireman because they couldn't find a helmet to fit his head. So Vinny Warhead said, "Fuck it." They gave him a little money to go away.
Vinny Warhead.
They
Paid him off.
They paid him
They
off.
gave him the Michael Jackson
They
money.
gave-
Vinny Warhead. Get the fuck
They
out
gave him the
of here.
Michael
They gave him
Jackson.
like $25K to get a bicycle and a dog. That's
it? Just $25K?
I swear to my mother's grave.
That's all it takes to
So
give
he
up
was-
your dreams.
It's a swirl.
I thought he would forget all about it, but no.
right.
He was showing up at the fires. So about a month
He
into
wasn't even going in on the trucks. He would just show up.
He was just,
He just pull up in his car. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh, whew, I can't breathe. Oh, I'm dizzy. Whew. Oh shit! He wouldn't even ride on the truck. He would just pull up to the fires in his own personal car. Oh,
he
that's
would show up
fucked
like a
up.
truck with lights on it and shit. And then after a year, he started lighting his own fires.
Oh no.
Just to put him out, just to have something to do.
No, and he would call the fire department.
Oh.
And before they get there, he come out running from the trees. And he'd go, I should be a fireman with his little witch hat on. He'd be yelling with his little witch hat on. I'm a better fireman than you guys. I got here before you, and I don't even have a house and a ladder with a speaker. I think he killed himself. They fucking arrested him and shit, and poor little Vinny Warhead iced himself. I think. I don't know the whole story. This is LAX to Newark. I'm sitting there.
He's the better fireman than you are. That's fucked up.
The plane's about to land.
Oh, that
I
was
take
funny.
my phone out. And I turn the phone on. And the guy in the window seat says, and I look at him and he goes, turn the phone off. A German guy. There's two German guys sitting next to me. They were fucking, whatever the fuck language they talk. Nazi haters, Jew haters, whatever the fuck they are. And they're both sitting there fucking hocking each other to death, fucking hee-ho and whatever the fuck they do with their hands and shit. So, finally, can you believe this? He goes, not even excuse me.
Yeah.
Sir, we might get in trouble. He goes, turn the phone off. And I go, what? And he goes, turn the phone off. And the guy in the middle goes, did you not hear him? Turn the phone off. I go, bro, who the fuck do you think you're talking to? I go, don't ever fucking tell me to do anything. Go fuck you and fuck him. And they're both going, wait till we get off the plane. We'll see. I go, well, we'll fucking see. And the stewardess is like, is there a problem? And I go, this fucking hump tried to tell me to turn the fucking phone off. And she's like, control your language and all this. I go, no. I'm not controlling my language. Don't ever fucking tell somebody. Don't you ask them. And the guy kept talking. And finally I go, what if I got up and just kicked you against that fucking door right now? Because you're in the last seat. I wouldn't be saying a word if I was you. Because if I start swinging, I could be a fucking madman. Why are you talking if you're in the third seat in the fucking aisle? All I see was holding your hands up. And me stomping on you.
Yeah, while I'm throwing kicks in your
You could be
face.
Johnny MMA.
Who the fuck are you
I
talking
get the
to?
first drop on you. That leg weighs 265. Once it goes into you, I'm going to keep putting my leg into you and kicking you and your fucking Hitler buddy here. So the fucking stewardess comes, separates us.
And yeah,
'Cause I
the whole
told, how
boy.
long ago was this? This had to be.
Last week.
No. Around that time.
Last week.
I kept
Last
having.
week.
The Sopranos was hotter than hell
Yeah.
at that time. So I was having different fucking incidents every other fucking week. Some of them were good. Some of them were people busting my balls about the Soprano, that you were the guy. Take
Big
a
puss,
picture.
yeah.
Yeah. It was just like an ongoing. So now they separate us on the plane. Because I told the guy, what if I started kicking you right now? What are you going to do? Are you retarded? You can't be that fucking stupid. Talking all that shit in the fucking third seat. I wouldn't say a word. I'd wait till I get in
You
the hallway.
cornered. You
where I
cornered.
got an even chance. But that's how stupid you are. So the stewardess comes over. She gets me up, and sure enough, you got to sit here until the police have been notified.
What?
God damn it. So now I'm aggravated because my friend, in those days, we had no dough. You had to have your friend circle like a fucking strutz around the airport. So I'm like, you know, my friend's waiting for me. They go, no, you're the last guy to board. You're unboarding with the pilot. So we get up, and I forgot. I'm in New Jersey. So as soon as I see the cops, all I got to do is get to him first. All I got to do is get to that cop first and let him hear me. So that's exactly what I did. I went right up to the cop, and I go, this fucking guy. The cop's like, what's the problem here? This fucking guy tried to tell me to turn the phone off, and the guy started with his fucking white shit. Well, the phone is not supposed to be turned on. I'm like, shut up. I'm like, first of all, you're the fucking away team, motherfucker. Once I said that, it was on.
Don't worry, you're not from here.
Team. You got no say in this. This is Jersey. You don't tell somebody from Jersey to turn the fucking phone off. Fuck this guy. Fuck him. Don't ever fucking talk to somebody like that. And the cops were like, he's got you there.
Yeah.
So the one cop
Fuck,
walked
that's
out,
the
the
one
one cop walked with me,
Yeah,
and I
like,
just
come
kept
on,
saying
you ain't
shit.
from here, bro. Get the
You're
fuck out of
away
here.
team, motherfucker. Don't ever forget that shit. We got you.
Yeah, that was funny. That's the end of that video. Yo, Joey's crazy. That's the end of the video. Like, subscribe. I'll be back to y'all with another one. You already know.